The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Alright, everybody. What is going on tonight? It is your man, the Big Dog, and welcome to episode 125 of the Dog House, baby.
Mission accomplished. Good work.
That's right, baby. We did it. We're at 125 episodes. And, first things first, I need to apologize for not being here yesterday when I normally do it. Because yesterday, was my mother's birthday. So, as you can imagine, we had to celebrate that, so I had to take a break. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not that bad. Plus, we didn't really miss much, except apparently, just Pearly Things, or Pearl Davis, recently did a, let me pause the music for a second so you guys can actually pay attention to what I'm saying. So just Pearly Things recently did a interview with H3H3, or Ethan Klein, and, oh man. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Well, it was bad for Pearl, at least. I've caught a few clips in of what she was saying on the interview, and boy, does she look and sound like a fucking idiot. I mean, god damn. Like, listen, I don't like Ethan, and neither do I like Pearl, because I think she's kind of a grifter. But Jesus, he fucking destroyed her. It's the funniest thing ever. And you know what? We're going to watch bits and pieces of it. We can't watch the whole thing because it's going to take us forever to get through it. But we're going to get to some of the good parts. Let's start with her view on banning divorce, which is an L take in my opinion.
Family. I think that feminism overall was a bad thing. I think.
I don't think it was the worst thing. I don't think it was the best thing either. I think it has its ups and downs, like anything. But moving on.
We should be. I think women are happier when we have, a family and kids over a career in the long run.
Mm-hmm. That explains why you're looking miserable. Just saying. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
It's okay. Yeah, I understand. So it's more like traditional. You want people to kind of follow a more traditional path.
Ironically, she doesn't follow said path, which I find hilarious. You're pushing for a path that you yourself don't follow.
In terms of family and gender.
That's why she's a grifter.
Yeah, well, and you just see the negative, outcomes a society has when, families fall apart, right? And it's especially hard on the children. Like, you see...
And homegirl still didn't do her hair.
The kids are more likely to go to prison. They're more likely to drop out of school. They're more likely to, be in mental health institutions. So you just see, all of the problems that come with single mother homes. So I just think it's important that we push policies that push family.
All right.
So how do you push a policy that promotes family? Like, in what way can you force a family to stay together or encourage it in a sense?
Well, I think you first have to get rid of incentives that incentivize women to leave families. So, for example, child support.
I don't think this is technically an incentive. I would say it's more just people abusing the system. I think that's the problem. Yeah, the system's flawed. I agree with her in that sense. It needs to be fixed. But I don't think banning it's going to do it. I think that's kind of extreme. I think just minor tweaks here and there would do it. How I would do it, personally, I'm not really sure. As someone that's not married, I don't really think I have much of a place to say it, even though I'm saying it anyway.
Bruh.
I know what you're thinking. Get on with it, dude. All right.
Or alimony, I'm not really a fan of those.
Child support. So if a
I mean, I can kind of understand the idea behind child support. Again, I think a lot of there are people that abuse that. But again, I don't think banning divorce is the answer, personally.
If there's a divorce,
Also, I don't. If I'm not mistaken, hang on a second, let me check something. Ah, for fuck's sake, I gotta use these things again. Hang on, guys. Hang on. What percentage of divorces fall, of alimony. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Because I know she's mentioned how alimony is not the best, and I kind of agree with her. But according to this, this is California. Divorce statistics on divorce rate, blah, 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 blah. The average cost of a divorce. Mediated divorce is $5,000. Oof. That's a lot of money. Household income, blah, 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 blah. Alimony. Many women experience different divorce outcomes. 29% of slowly women. Negatively affects most children, blah, blah, blah. Great divorces. Fuck. Okay, so according to this, only 10 to 15% of most divorces, at least in California, I'm assuming, involve alimony. Okay.
Actually, I think we should ban divorce too.
There. Here she goes with the L takes, bro. Here she goes.
Yeah, I think that should be banned.
Here she goes. Oh,
Yes.
boy.
okay, well that's a little bit silly. You have to acknowledge
I agree. It's a tad bit infantile.
that, right?
No.
This girl's fucking foolish. I'm sorry.
So banning divorce means that when you decide to get married, you are not allowed by the government to leave your significant other in any situation.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. What the hell?
I just think that if you want to leave, you just shouldn't get married. So.
Oh, not this again. Not this again. It's cringy because I used to think this way. But the problem is there's nuance to every situation. Sometimes people change in relationships. And I know this firsthand. Everybody changes in a relationship in some shape or form. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worst. Sometimes people get abusive, things like that. You can't sit here and tell me that this chick, the minute a guy starts putting his hands on her, she's being like, I'm gonna stay. No, she's not.
Nope.
No, she's not. She getting the fuck out of it.
Right, but like in the real world, that kind of simplistic.
And you know, there's like exceptions to this, but I would just say in general, for most cases, you know, we could talk about exceptions, but like the rule.
Well, the
divorce-
exceptions are the important part, because I've heard you say that a lot when you're talking about things. You say, "Oh, you want."
I hate agreeing with Ethan, but he's got a point here. Like, he does make a valid
I
point
talk
here.
about exceptions, but the exceptions is the important part, because those are the people that are going to be affected. I mean,
Right. It's always the exceptions that are the most affected by the rules.
exceptions are going to be a large part of divorces, as you say. I mean, you're talking about like, 25% maybe or more. Because if you're saying you're not allowed to get divorced, so we're talking about like, what if the relationship is physically abusive?
Yeah, I think if it's physically, this is the problem though. All right.
Oh boy,
If
here
it's
she goes.
one-sided physically abusive, okay, fine, divorce. We can allow divorce for those exceptions, but
Okay.
like
Okay. But again, here she goes.
I've even talked to people that work at like abuse centers, and they say that the majority of abuse is mutual. So it's not just one side's hitting the other. It's like
Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
This is a sickness!
That's not a good thing. Why is she saying that like it's a good thing? It's not. Oh man. I don't know if she meant to say it like that, but it's just making my spine tingle just thinking about it. Oh, most abusive relationships are mutual. It's not a good thing. That's not how it's supposed to be. Fucking
Dumbass motherfucker.
stupid.
mutual.
Oh.
So
Surely
I
that's
just
not
think the
every
goal,
time.
I think
He's right, isn't it? It can't be every time. I gotta look into it. But
yeah, I know. I
But
didn't
it's
say
not
it was
healthier either.
thank you. Jesus Christ. It's not
I
good.
just think that the goal should be to keep families together, and that the goal should be to work through it.
Are you serious? Oh no. Oh. This is gonna be a long one. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
I think most people agree with that, right? Because I think we all can look at the stats and say family is important, right? Family is important. Nuclear families is important to like the health
Yeah, I agree.
of children growing up in general. I think we can all say that.
Uh-huh.
But when you say something like divorce should be illegal,
Yeah.
we got to kind of suss that out because that's a pretty extreme claim. For example,
It is. Extremely stupid one too.
in 2014, family violence was the cause of 25% of divorces. So I don't think it's fair to characterize
This is green screen, right?
that as some kind of like super fringe example of why people get divorced.
Yes.
Well, but you also have to look if there's incentive structures in place where there's a lot of false accusations in family court.
Again, I don't know if I'd call that an incentive. You're looking at people that are abusing the system. Yeah, I agree. There are people that abuse the system, and it's wrong for them to do that. And there should be penalties for that. But, again, I don't know if you can call that, it's an incentive to leave. No, it's not. It's just some people know how to game the system, and they're successful in doing so.
And a lot of people don't know this, that family court is actually it's not based off of evidence, it's based off a balance of probabilities. And
Balance of probability is also based off evidence, though.
there are incentive programs that,
Like, yeah, I know family courts tend to be a lot more biased towards men, but still. That's based off of some evidence.
you get,
It's not
like
fair,
in
but
the
it
UK, you get a
isn't.
free lawyer if you accuse your husband of abuse. And it's
That
less than 10% of
I'm
cases
sorry,
are
I keep
actually
pausing
like,
it, but
followed through with the
just
police.
the thing she's saying is so
Sorry,
stupid.
I don't want to move on quite yet. I want to stick on the topic of not allowing people to divorce. So you're saying that you do want to allow people to divorce. Then you don't really believe that.
No, I would say ban divorce.
Okay, because you just
God, this one is so stupid. Like, he's baiting the shit out of her, and she has no idea.
said
Oh,
you would allow
Lord.
an exception in the case of abuse.
Oi!
I said one-sided abuse exception, sure.
Okay, so how do you prove the one? So then you don't believe in forced divorce, or
Okay,
ban divorce.
fine. Ban divorce except for one-sided abuse.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh my God, again. No abuse is good. I don't care if it's mutual, it's not good. Fucking
One-sided
hell.
abuse. And is there going to be a system to kind of how do you prove that the woman or man
Well,
was on the?
I think
Yeah,
I think you
prove
have
that?
to press charges in criminal court, not family court.
So only if your significant other is tried criminally are you allowed to leave the relationship.
Yes.
Tried and found guilty
Bruh.
criminally.
Yes.
God damn. I don't like either one of these guys, but Jesus Christ, he's making her look really stupid. And I gotta say,
Mission accomplished. Good work.
good work to you, Ethan, for making her look like a fool. Granted, she's...
Otherwise, just stick out of, which is fine if you don't, want to be with someone forever. But I just say stay out of marriage.
Right, but...
because when you marriage is supposed to be, for better or for worse, and sickness and in health. And
it's also, you're supposed to have mutual respect for your partner. You're supposed to be able to protect your partner. You're conveniently forgetting about that stuff.
For richer or for poorer, it's not supposed to be, when I feel like leaving.
Oh,
and
Lord.
The majority of divorces nowadays, it's just, when the girl just feels like leaving.
That's not true.
So,
what are you basing that off of?
Oh, and
what are you basing that off of?
That's not true.
I've talked to hundreds of women.
That's
on
not.
the show.
That's just.
So,
That doesn't.
I mean, it could be. But again, we don't know what she's basing this off of, so you're probably right. And it's not probably not true.
And even if you look at when no fault divorce was initiated in the 1970, I think it was initiated. I mean, one of the number one reasons was financial differences and irreconcilable.
And reconcile.
I'm sorry, I can't talk.
Jesus Christ.
But
yeah, I just think like
she just looks horrible in this interview. God damn. And I don't mean just physically, but just like as a debater,
for the
she's
people that
terrible.
don't believe in real marriage, because what is marriage if you can get divorced over damn near anything? It's not marriage anymore. It's something else.
Well, I think
like what? What is it?
the reason for that, historically, this emphasis on staying married, right? Or even before this no-fault divorce was an option, and it was more difficult for women to get divorced, or men, the abuse of power and the risk for abuse and for people to get stuck in a horrible relationship situation, not just for them, but their kids, right? I mean, obviously, having your kids watch their mother get beat up.
Or the dad getting beat up.
Times it's going to bleed.
Or the kids get watching their father get beat up. Like, it goes both ways.
I acknowledge that. It goes both ways, so...
Well, yeah, they actually agree on something.
Mission accomplished. Good work.
That's nice.
Both people have a right to, in my opinion, get divorced, because the alternative is one of the partners being stuck and, like,
do you think that's the majority? Do you think that's the majority of cases?
It doesn't fucking matter, though.
A majority of cases of what? Divorce?
It doesn't matter.
25%. 25%.
What?
It's 25% based on statistics.
No, but that's not what's in criminal court. It's like less than.
It doesn't fucking... Oh, Lord. This is pissing me off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Some people just don't press charges. They're just like, get me divorced, get me away from this person. Like,
less than 10%. It actually followed through in criminal court.
Well,
So
regardless, 10%'s enough, don't you think?
I'm skipping this. It's getting on my nerves.
Journal of Family Violence in 2014 found that approximately 20...
All right, let's go to the slavery talk, because this is where he really gets her.
This comment I thought was interesting, and tell me what you think about it.
This sounds similar to the slavery stuff too, because that's literally the founder of, or the guy who made Roots said, I wanted a myth for my people to live by. So they off.
Now, for those of you who don't know who this is, I believe I explained it. This is Nick Fuentes. He's a supposedly known white supremacist. Well, not supposedly, it's apparently documented. This is a white supremacist, Nazi sympathizer. And Pearl got in trouble for having him on her show. I think you could
But that's
get
what
why.
they do, is they embellish, and I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible, it was.
Right.
But they want to make it like more horrible so that they can control people.
So,
God, that was such a terrible take, bro.
in what way was slavery made to seem more horrible than it was?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
We were talking about. I don't really want to go into this too much because we're kind of past this.
Then why'd you bring this dumbass on your show, you fucking... Oh.
But I was quoting a Thomas Sowell book.
Oh, it's Thomas Sowell.
So.
Okay.
Who's that?
Yeah. So Thomas Sowell's an author who talks about the history of slavery. So.
But do you agree with that premise that slavery was embellished?
Excuse me.
Or no?
I think that there are parts that are under embellished and there are parts
Like
that
what?
are over embellished. I think it just depends what we're.
Like what? I want to hear it.
So interesting. I've got to know what was over embellished about slavery.
Oh, I see that face. He knows what he's doing, motherfucker.
Bruh.
He knows what he's doing.
Just like one example, I'm dying to know.
He fucking got her. He got her.
Yeah, I just rather. I mean, I was talking about a book that I read, and I think to understand the context, you'd have to read the book.
But you just
Nope. Nope. Nope.
You got yourself in this mess. Get yourself out.
said some parts were embellished, some parts were under embellished.
Exactly.
I
Explain
just,
yourself.
again,
Are you retracting that?
I'd really just rather not.
Okay. No, but slavery.
Wait, what?
Not.
What that guy say?
Okay. No,
I don't know what he said.
but slavery being embellished, that's so interesting.
Oh,
I don't know how you embellish it.
There are certain facts that we're not allowed to talk about.
Like what?
Yeah,
Would
explain
love
yourself.
to. We're doing the taboo.
No,
We're mixing it up.
I
It's
just-
red pill, baby.
Look
Let's
at-
see the
there-
world as
there-
it is.
Fam is baiting her.
Taboo
Jesus.
topics.
I genuinely want to know how it's embellished.
Yeah.
What can't we talk about?
Oh my god.
Come on.
I mean,
She's making her look really stupid.
I could show you the video I was quoting, but it's just I'd rather not
Show it then. Like, give us the context.
get
Because right now you look stupid.
this. So
Oh my
Sounds
god.
like a blue pill attitude to me.
God damn. He got it. He got it.
yeah. I was kind of hoping this was like a good faith interview.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Good faith interview. It's Ethan Klein. What did you expect?
Wait, what's bad faith? I'm
Like, this guy hates the red pill with a passion. Of course he's gonna try to make you look stupid.
literally showing you clips of you saying stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
lord.
What about this interview has been bad faith?
I just think you're kind of trying to push an agenda, and you're not. Yeah.
He's showing you saying exactly what you said. Like, how is that him being in bad faith? Like, he's basically showing you what you're saying and asking you to explain yourself. Like, that's what happens in every interview. Or in most interviews. The problem is, you don't... I think, or in my opinion, he said something stupid. And you don't want him to make you look even more stupid, but in reality, you didn't have to do much. I mean, just seriously. Like, I didn't even watch this whole thing. And he's making you look like a clown.
I just think you're trying to
But
push.
that's a clip of you saying that.
Thank you.
Yep.
You said that shit. Explain yourself.
You can disavow it. That would be super easy to say I was.
Actually, he just made a good point. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, you could also disavow it. Just say, listen, I was in the heat of the moment. I probably shouldn't have said that. And people will probably be more forgiving, but...
Full interview where I'm quoting somebody. Like if you watch the full interview, I am.
Show the context then, you fucking idiot.
Dumbass motherfucker.
God, how is this woman a year younger than me? I swear to God. Actually, no, how old is she? How old is she? Hannah... there you go. Hannah Pearl Davis. 26-year-old YouTuber. Evening Standard, okay. Age, here we go. She's 26 years old. Her birthday is November 4th, 96. Okay, so I'm a few months older than her. Yep. My birthday's in March. November's the 11th month of the year. That's, shit. That's 8. So I'm 8 months older than her. How am I 8 months older than you and I don't even sound this stupid? Fucking hell.
Quoting somebody, and now you're trying to pin me down about a topic that I don't dive into.
No, he's not. He's asking you to explain yourself. Or, if you don't want to explain yourself, just say, listen, I shouldn't have said that shit. But no.
Nope.
You either want to double down or just make yourself look even worse. Like, god damn. It's funny, these are the type of people preaching accountability. She's not taking accountability for what she said.
So it's like,
Hold on,
that's not the point of my channel.
Okay,
Like,
so
the point
it's
of my channel isn't.
Okay, then why'd you bring Nick Fuentes on?
No, but you said it. How is that bad?
Exactly, you said it.
Faith, hold on. Let me
Okay,
see.
because I was talking about how the founder of Thomas Sowell talks about how the guy that made Roots talked about how it was a myth for his people to live by.
Doesn't mean everything about it was false.
That's what the guy who made Roots said, Alex Haley.
Okay.
So, and I can't even talk about that on a podcast without being canceled by the internet.
Yeah, but
It's not that you... And other YouTubers that are way smarter than me have already explained this. It's not that you were talking about it, it's that you didn't know what the fuck you were talking about and you were talking about it. That's the problem. You didn't do your due diligence, which you should have done, but no. It just... Oh my god. I hate when people do that. Oh, if I talk about this, I'll get canceled. No, do your research first, then talk about it.
Dumbass motherfucker.
Stupid.
mythology,
Jesus Christ.
you know, myth doesn't necessarily mean it's a lie, right? Just
Thank you.
mythology is like culture,
Right, but
a
I'm
history.
saying that doesn't mean the way it's depicted in the movie was how it actually happened. And that's
Yeah, it was a lot worse. From what I've read, it's a lot worse than what it's being depicted as.
what he was talking about on the book.
That's why, realistically, I'm not a big fan of period pieces. Especially
but
with
again,
that
I was
kind of
quoting
stuff
a
in it.
book, and you're trying
It's
to like
uncomfortable
pin
for
me
me to
down on
watch.
quoting a book.
Let me watch this again and see if I'm doing that.
Slavery stuff too, because that's literally the founder of, or the guy who made Roots said
What'd
I
you
wanted
say?
a myth for my people to live by.
Yeah.
So they often, but that's what they do. Is they,
This motherfucker.
And then you say, but here's what they do.
and I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible.
I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible.
Right, but they want to make it like more horrible.
But they wanna make it more
so
horrible.
that
Oh, my
they
Lord.
can control people.
So that they can control people.
Right, but
Nick
5
Fuentes
minutes,
agrees,
But
by the
wait,
Bruh.
He's just nailing her to a wall, bro.
wait, oh my gosh. 5 minutes before I say Sowell talks about this in his book. So I'm communicating in the interview that I'm quoting an author.
You're not being honest.
Like,
No, you're not. He's
You
right.
say,
You're not. She's not being
they
honest.
do this to. Okay, so you disavow. Just disavow it then. That's easy. Just say, I don't think slavery
Thank you. Disavow it then.
was
Say, listen.
embellished. I mean, that's super easy. That's like a layup.
He's right. It is a layup.
Do you agree? Do you know what I mean? It's like, just
I
say you
think
don't think
there- I
slavery
think-
was
I think-
embellished.
I think there are certain facts that you're not allowed to talk about. I don't really want
Here she goes again.
to talk
Here she
about it.
goes.
But
Oh,
that
my
Roots
Lord.
was what is a myth?
Again, there are certain facts you're not allowed to talk about,
Like what? And
and I don't really feel like getting into it today.
Jesus
Thomas
Christ.
Sowell compared Barack Obama to Adolf Hitler. Do you like that analogy?
Bruh.
He actually did that? Oh, Lord.
That's the author you're quoting. Do you think that's a fair analogy?
That's
or
a
no?
quite one-sided way to write his whole work, but he wrote like 100 books.
Oh, I'm just
Yeah, like,
asking you, do you agree with that statement? Barack Obama is comparable to Adolf Hitler.
No?
Okay.
that was easy.
See, it's not hard. It's not hard. That's awesome. That's easy to do.
Bruh.
You also said
He
George
didn't have to do that. He didn't have to
Washington
do
was
that.
viewed from his slaves like a father.
Oh, boy.
I guess that's part of what the
Oh, boy.
part of the what the myth, I guess, is that not all slave owners were evil. Some do things in a confined space, but you're trying.
You can, but you understand how that looks to me. It's like you're just
This is interesting. I want to ask you about it. But do I can only ask you things in a confined space, but you're trying?
You can, but you understand how that looks to me. It's like you're just trying to pick out every single.
Listen,
No, it's because you said it, and you sounded stupid when you said it. It's not his fault you sounded stupid when you said it.
Pearl, to be fair, to be totally fair, you could just say, I don't think slavery was embellished.
Like you were
Like
just
that-
He's not wrong.
That's
talking
super
about, you
easy.
research, like,
That's a layup for most people.
Excuse me.
I was quoting a book. That's the
So what? Like, you didn't do your goddamn research.
crazy part. I was
Idiot.
quoting a
Dumbass
book.
motherfucker.
Oh,
So do you
it's like,
agree
I
with
can't-
his statement, though?
exactly. Do you agree or not?
Do I think overall it was embellished? Some parts, sure.
There it is. Which part?
Some parts.
Oh, please tell me which part.
I
Just
think-
tell me.
She is an
I think
idiot.
that you can't. I think that certain slaves had good relationships with their owners. Not all, maybe not most, but I think some did.
What are you basing it off of?
And that just
And there are accounts of them saying this.
So some slaves had good relationships with their masters. Therefore,
And see-
slavery
and
was
see, this is what
embellished.
you know how this is gonna go for me. Like, I don't know why you're doing this.
It's because you said something stupid and he wants to know why you said it. I mean,
You-
don't
you-
get me wrong. I don't think he did this in good faith. Granted, I don't care. I don't like the guy.
You know
anyway.
I can't have this conversation without them
Yes, you can, but again, you need to know what you're talking about.
painting it a certain way.
Well, just own it then. Just do it. Just say what you want. You know what I mean? Just be red pilled about it.
He's being a dick. I love it.
Who is they? I don't know who's they.
Yeah, who is that?
Just your haters or someone?
The left.
The left.
Do they have parentheses around the day? Wondering.
Like, I mean, you even came in, like, you researched, like, my family? Like, that's weird.
How's that weird?
Well, that's what you do for an
It's all
interview.
public. It's stuff you talked about. You literally talked about it. It's called preparation, which
No,
you
I
clearly.
Funny, because she says the same thing. If it's public, it's fair game.
No,
I
no.
didn't
Like, you
talk
literally
about if
do
my
no
mom-
preparation
I didn't
and you
talk
talk, like-
about.
Dude.
I didn't talk about if my mom was the president of, like, the company.
Where did we
You
find
would
that?
Find that on their
I just
website.
looked it up. I said I googled who
Yeah,
are your
but that's
parents, and it popped right up.
Is that,
Yeah,
that's
They're
not
famous.
weird.
They're relatively famous.
I didn't send a
He has
private
interviews on
investigator.
YouTube. There's all kinds
Yeah, I
of
didn't send a private investigator
Oh my
to your house.
God.
I just did a little bit of research.
public information.
Like, let me bring facts about your parents to
You,
this interview.
dude, you
It's
knew you were
like-
coming to talk to me for weeks.
Could have easily done that.
I
You're
know,
welcome
but I
to.
thought we were talking about.
He's got a point. If you knew you were going to come to talk to him for a week, you should have done your research. Now you look like a
Issues,
fool.
not like my family.
We didn't talk about your family.
Family.
I was
Yeah,
not-
I mean, you were even implying earlier.
First of all, it is relevant that your mom is the president when you're
No,
talking about.
You didn't know any of the backlash I got.
Well, who cares? You said it. Just own it.
No, I
Exactly. It doesn't matter. You're the one that said it. Either own up to it or disavow it and say, I shouldn't have said it. It was stupid.
I'm asking. You didn't know any of the backlash
I didn't.
got.
I didn't know about it.
No idea. Even though you got that from a video that my ex-co-host made about me.
Oh, my Lord.
Right.
See, like, this is dishonest. It's not honest.
But what's the problem? You're getting backlash for something that
No,
you
but,
think
but I'm
that
saying,
Yeah, for something stupid you said. Because it
so
was
you're
stupid.
like,
you
you're
think
not.
that.
Oh, my Lord.
You brought your parents up when you were talking about hiring people, didn't you?
I said, I think it's a bit.
You talk about your
disingenuous.
parents all the time. You talk about how your dad is rich. You did a tour of his whole barn with the bowling alley and fucking recreational
Yeah.
stuff in it. Like, why am I not allowed
But
to
I'm
talk
saying,
about
like, you even just said that you knew. Like, because you got that clip from an, like,
Okay,
a
who
reporter
cares?
We're not here to
on
protect your
stage.
reputation.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Let's
Don't
say
care.
I didn't know about it to the extent that it was such an issue for you, but
That's true.
let's just say it
Like-
was. I mean,
I do have to go though because I have a show coming up.
okay, let's just end on this note. Slavery was embellished.
Oh, my God. All right, just to sum up. So, she ended up rage quitting. She literally, as you guys could probably tell, she ended up rage quitting that interview. But god damn, she looked like a fucking fool. And you know what? I'm happy, good, because realistically speaking, she is one. She's a fool. She's a fool. She's a grifter, and I can't say she deserved the backlash she got, but I'm not surprised she got it. Like, she's talking about a topic she doesn't know that much about. Hell, a topic I don't know much about, and I admit that. That's why I try to stay away from topics like that, because I don't know about them. But, what do I know, right? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, if you like the video, please like, share, and comment, and subscribe. If you're on Twitch, please stay tuned for the after show. And until then, I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.